Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King So. I'm your host, Kagiso Shongwane Zinchiva Sono. Mr. Easy Imali and we're back at it again with another one. And Bafetu, this time around, I want to talk about a topic that we as the black voters are going to face come 2029. There's a question that we need to ask ourselves, I know most people that I speak to, that I engage with, they say they would vote for the ANC if it wasn't for Cyril Ramaphosa. And that is clear as to how the ANC performed. The ANC dropped 17% in the 2024 elections, and it is clear that people are saying they are not happy with the current president of the ANC. I'm hearing a lot of people say they're not happy with the performance of the ANC. People are saying they're not happy with the quality of leader of the ANC structures and everything. ANC actually does not have structures, and that's not by my words. That's what the ANC leadership is saying, that on paper there's structures, but on the ground there's nothing. Like, people run around with signatures just to make sure that they correct for a meeting and whatever, all of those type of dramas. But I want us to talk about something in this particular video, and that is, come 2029, no matter who is the president of the ANC, after Cyril Ramaphosa leaves, would you vote for the ANC? That's the question we need to ask now, because when we look at the ANC top leadership, there isn't many people that we can say can run for the presidency. There is Paul Mashatile, who is the current deputy president of the party. It looks like he does have aspirations to become the following president. I mean, it makes only sense. The benefits of becoming a president, even if it was just for a short term, like Kgalema Motlanthe, the lifetime benefits of being a president. In South Africa, we treat you well as our former president. Then you have an issue that you ask yourself, is people like Gwede Mantashe having that aspiration to become the president of the country? He has served in all structures of the ANC, all positions of the ANC, except for deputy president and president. So is it something that he wants to do, or Gwede Mantashe? Again, I might be missing some names, but then you have Razmataz himself, Fikile Mbalula. Would you guys vote for the ANC if Fikile Mbalula is the president? I'm just asking these questions because I want you guys to think about something, a follow-up question that I'm going to ask, the main question of this video that I'm going to ask towards the end of the video. Because as Africans, at the end of the day, like I always tell you, when we think about Pan-Africanism and everything like that, we know that without unity, we can never conquer anything. So Fikile Mbalula, is he a person that you guys would vote for, that will make you guys run back and vote for the ANC? Excuse me. Now we have the last hope of the ANC, according to the people on the ground. They say it's Panyaza Lesufi. But Panyaza Lesufi is saying, stop crying at the wrong funeral and barking at the wrong tree. I am wet behind the ears. I don't have no aspirations of becoming president of the ANC. Now, I told you guys that might be a strategy of how Panyaza is playing this whole thing. And as an analyst, I have to come to a point where I say, what if what he's saying, he believes it and he means it? That is a big problem. If he believes what he's saying and he means what he's saying. Because Panyaza said at Season Pofuel's podcast, saying, listen, there is a generation before us that I believe that generation can lead us. I believe you don't to in fact change in the ANC, you don't have to be a leader. I'm like, no, Panyaza, what is Panyaza talking about? 2029, we're going to come to a situation where we as Africans are saying our votes, whether they go to the MK, to the EFF, whether they go to the ATM, whether they go to the ANC, combined, they are more than the 2/3 majority. The DA and all the other parties combined cannot add up to 35%. All the other white monopoly capitalist funded parties, and I'm including Action SA, and I'm including Rise Mzansi, IFP, I'm including all of those people. All of them combined with the DA cannot reach 35%. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now the question is, it all depends on who the ANC president is in 2029 that will make us have the assurance or the comfortability that this president can work with the MK party and the EFF, because that's the bottom line with South African politics. I don't know if you guys agree with what I'm saying. At the end of the day, whoever is the president of the ANC in 2029 will determine the direction of our country. And I would even like to say the direction of our country for the next 10 to 15 years because of this coalition government. Coalition government is not a bad thing as long as it is done with the right parties. I don't mind. I don't care who the president of the country is as long as the EFF is there. You know, give Busisiwe Mkhwebane the Minister of Justice, give Dalim Mpofu the Minister of something, give Mbuisani Ndlozi, give there's so many quality leaders in the EFF, so many quality leaders in the ATM, quality leaders in the National Colored Congress, so many leaders in the MK party that you can make ministers and they can run those ministries without any problem. Unlike these DA ministers that don't know what actually they are doing. So if indeed what Panyaza is saying is true, that he does not want to be a president, and indeed the branches, they elect him, they say, Panyaza, we don't care what you say, and he says, listen, I decline. Because that decline is a possibility. Me and you might not welcome that decline. Say, Panyaza, by fire, by force, we are electing you. But it is there. It is possible that Panyaza would say, listen, I'm not interested. Not now. I'm not happy. Let Paul run. Let Fikile run. Let whoever run. I'm okay running this thing from the side. It's a possibility. Let's not ignore the man when he's saying we are crying at the wrong funeral. The sickness that we have, us, is because we grew up in the ANC, the majority of us. We have that sickness that Jacob Zuma has that say we can fix the ANC. Many people who don't have this sickness is the EFF current student leaders, because they were never part of another political party besides the EFF. So they don't have that loyalty that some of us have to say, yeah, if the right leader can be in the ANC, I can vote ANC again. They don't have that sickness. This younger generation that is coming up. But us, born in the 80s, in the 70s, we've got that problem. We've got that problem. Why are we having that hope that the ANC can still be fixed? If Panyaza is on the helm, he's the president, can he change whatever is rotten in the ANC? Because some people believe that the ANC is rotten deep down. We see it in the premiers of the different provinces. We see it in the ministers of the different ministries. We see it in the councillors of the different wards. We see that these people, all they're doing is want to eat. And not all of them, okay? Not all of them. There's really councillors, mayors, there's really some peoples that are doing great job in the ANC. Not enough of them, but they are there who are doing fantastic jobs, And if you want, I can name some of them and do a video specifically to say that there is still hope in the ANC in terms of saying there's still quality leaders there. But to say that Panyaza, if he's president, he can fix the entire ANC, Fixing the entire ANC means that you have to gun down your own comrades. What do I mean by that? You have to go look at the Zondo Commission. Everyone who's named there, you have to attack them. Step aside. All those nonsenses that started the problem of the ANC. Jacob Zuma told them, yeah, it's fine. You can open the Zondo Commission in attacking me. But at the end of the day, this will haunt the ANC and break the ANC down. They never believed him. And look what is happening now. We don't know which leaders are going to be left. Are going to be left when all the dust is settled in 2029. AfriForum is attacking Fikile Mbalula. Paul Mashatile has got scandals. There's everyone has got some type of a scandal somewhere, somehow. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So my question is then, can the ANC be fixed? If Cyril Ramaphosa is out, and when he goes out, which year is he going to go out? 2027 December. Is it going to be enough time for whoever comes in to fix it? Or is that chair of president so intimidating that even quality leaders like Panyaza Lesufi are saying, no, I'm not ready? Because me and you don't understand the drama and the pressures that come with that seat of being president of the country. Me and you, we don't know. We think being president is being a CEO of a country. The amount of intelligence that you're going to get, the amount of phone calls that you're going to get, it changes your life completely. You are not ready to be as a president. They take you to your office and then they tell you that actually, president, you are not in control. Here are the people who are in control. This one has got a direct line to you. When this one calls you, you answer the phone. When that one talks, you listen to him. When these people talk, they are the biggest investors in our country. You listen, president. These ones, before making any decision in your party, you make sure you call these ones, this one, those type of things. Then you're like, oh my God, now I have to go back to the people and pretend as if being president of this country means that I'm in charge. And we know you are not in charge. As long as the constitution does not change, as long as our country is run by the courts, the courts can make Dr. John Kloppe not participate in the JSC interviews as if one person has got any influence as to who gets employed. I mean, the last time the JSC recommended Judge Maya, and Cyril Ramaphosa did not take Judge Maya. He took Raymond Zondo. Whatever those people are doing there, the final say comes with Cyril Ramaphosa. Do you understand what I'm saying? The same thing goes with the Public Protector's Office. Whatever recommendation they put on the table, president can choose to take the second best person or this other person there. Nothing you can do. John Kloppe is not going to appoint judges. He does not have the power to do that. But they fear him so much that they don't even want him anywhere close to that committee. They don't. Coming back to the question for today, Sunday. Are you comfortable to say you will vote for the ANC if I don't want to even say Panyaza, because like I said, when someone says, listen, I'm not interested, we must listen to that person, even though we as analysts, we now believe he's playing politics at the highest level. Everyone, we are ignorant because of our we are drawn to the person, so we like, man, he's not serious. If I'm saying in case he's serious, and Panyaza is not the president of the ANC 2027, would you still vote for the ANC? You people that still say you want to save the ANC, number one. Number two, why? For me, my vote is MK or EFF. My last vote 3 ballots on the dot for EFF, still believe the EFF is the best party in South Africa intellectually. So MK is challenging them, of course. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I vote for the ANC. Even with Panyaza there, I don't see myself continuing with this torture that we have put ourselves over the past 30 years. I don't see myself, and I don't see how one person can truly change that completely, because those factions in the ANC being challenged, sex scandals, corruption scandals, all of those things that are going to pop out when Panyaza is at the top, it's not going to be a nice rule for him. You guys will tell me if I'm right or wrong, but for me, our vote, they are better there in the MK and the EFF, and I have to say it like that because fixing the ANC, it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. The ANC is not Gauteng. You understand what I'm saying? The ANC is not Gauteng. There is KwaZulu Natal. There's KwaZulu Natal. Umtunu has just left KwaZulu Natal now. So there's Eastern Cape. There's Limpopo. There's Free State. That's where the ANC is big. There's what, Northwest. The ANC is not. Can Panyaza run the ANC properly and nationally? You know what I'm saying? It's a question that a person must ask. A person must ask that. But you tell me what you think about what I'm saying. Because when Panyaza is there, at least we will be almost assured. I'm not sure if you'll have entire power, but we'll be almost assured that the ANC in 2029 will not work with the DA and the Freedom Front Plus. They will rather choose the MK and the EFF and the other progressive parties. I mean, Panyaza is naming parties like Azapo. I interviewed the president of Azapo just before the elections. The PAC is a sellout party, but you can work with them. You can work with your brothers and sisters that you know very well. But will Panyaza have that power? And knowing that Panyaza is showing clearly that he's going that direction. The attacks from AfriForum, the attacks from the DA, the pressures from international markets, putting pressure, calling the president directly, all of those dramas that happen behind the scene that me and you don't see. Then the next thing, Panyaza is sick, Panyaza is silent, Panyaza is going on holiday, Panyaza is not in South Africa, Panyaza is, Panyaza is no longer vocal, Panyaza, the next thing, Panyaza is, all of those dramas happening behind the scene, that has a lot of impact onto what is happening in front of the scene that we see. Buffett, I don't know. The attacks are going to be too much on Panyaza. And I think that's the reason why he's saying, no, I don't want to be president. He's trying to avoid the attacks. But the attacks have already started, by the way. The attacks have already started. So I don't know what is going to happen with our brother Panyaza Lesufi. Let's keep on praying for him. Let's keep on encouraging him. When you see Panyaza in the streets, greet him and salute him. Tell him that the king said we must salute you for what you are doing. Pray for him. Let his ancestors protect the man, because our country is worth billions and trillions of rand. They don't want to see us taking over again, taking charge properly, because the ANC just allowed this multiracial nonsense, just allowed the existence of privatized racism, privatized everything to run there. Even the electricity, you guys see with the prices of the electricity, the way they're going up, a private company can come in and say, I can supply electricity 3 rand less than what Eskom is doing. We are going to run there because everyone is struggling financially. You understand what I'm saying? They are not too far from privatizing Eskom. Kgosi Ntho Ramokgopa is my minister of 100 days the best minister that we had, because he kept the lights on. But just for how long and for what reason, I don't know. I don't know. Can the ANC get a leader that will work with the MK and the EFF in 2029? Because the EFF and the MK are parties that are willing to change this constitution, are parties that are willing to amend it here and there, especially Section 25 and other sections also that wants to give back power to tribal leaders and all of those things. Give them like proper leadership. I say we need to have a traditional court that has power in South Africa, redraw the traditional constitution for South Africa and even for the entire Africa. We need to have the supreme traditional court that rules over all the other judges here in Africa. But that's something that we have to do and prove that it works from one country to another. But you guys will just tell me. Let me rephrase that question so that you guys on the comment section can tell me properly. If Panyaza Lesufi is the president of the ANC 2029, is that a good enough reason to vote for the ANC? Yes or no? Can tell me why you are saying that. Number one. Number two, if Panyaza Lesufi is not the president, meaning the president is someone else, Paul, Gwede, Fikile, I don't know who else I can name there. If those people are presidents of the ANC, do you see those people working with the MK and working with the EFF? Number three, the last question is that does it matter who the ANC president is if you are anyways not going to vote for the ANC? You are going to vote for the MK or the EFF. Does it matter if whoever the president is, because the vote for the ANC, there was a saying I heard, you say you vote for the ANC is like voting for the DA. My saying came out to be right, because those two political parties ended up working together. I told you guys this before the elections. So now we have a situation where the relationship with the DA is very sour, and the DA's arrogance, they are fighting the people that they are supposed to be subating, but they are not. Now the ANC somehow is confusing us, because they are also fighting their alliance partner. So these people don't understand, not alliance partner, they are coalition partners. They are fighting their alliance partner anyway. They don't understand what coalition government is. Like the memorandum of understanding was not drafted properly. They are not on the same page as these political parties. Are we going to see Cyril Ramaphosa reshuffle the ministers come next year? What is going to happen? With Jacob Zuma, I think 100 days already we were going to get some type of reshuffle, because some ministers are just there doing absolutely nothing. But you guys will tell me on the comment section, what do you think about this? I just wanted to make this video for you guys to say, hey guys, if Panyaza is not there, then I don't know. Then we might see an ANC working with the DA once again going forward. And if he is there anyway, does it mean that he can change the ANC? That is the question I wanted to ask today. But you guys will tell me on the comment section. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.